put a sentence on your PowerPoint unless it's a quote. Everybody heard me say that, right? Of course, there's people who aren't here that are probably going to do it. All right. Again, interesting topics and good information. With that, Gustavo's ready. Let's have a hand for Gustavo.
Okay, well, I didn't really prepare a speech because the way I see it, most people when they do like present on a PowerPoint, the way they do it is even if you don't try, you somewhat kind of still read your speech. So I'm kind of just winging it. I think it's more natural that way. So I did obviously volcanoes. The reason being because everybody has common ground on that. If you want to travel, even in California, there's a couple of volcanoes. I don't know if most people know about it. There's like 5 or 6 of them. Most of them are inactive. I think the most recent one, I think it was like in 1791 was the last eruption, so you guys probably never heard about it. But yeah, volcanoes. I became interested in them kind of like in elementary school. I did a sand volcano, and it didn't really work as planned, but it's still pretty cool. Basically, these are a bunch of pictures of volcanoes. We don't exactly understand how, kind of like earthquakes, we don't fully understand them. We got a pretty good grip of them, but this is a nice picture I really enjoyed. Because kind of the photographer said the lighting kind of struck exactly when he took the photo, so I thought that was pretty cool. Okay, so before we actually start learning about volcanoes, you kind of have to understand what a volcano is. I'm sure you kind of all know, but just to give you some quick volcano 101 on it. It's basically a mountain that just opens downward, and it's like a pool of molten lava. I'll show you guys a diagram, basically like a simple diagram of how it kind of works. But once it builds up pressure, it kind of just explodes. The next slide. And it's basically just made by just rubbing of tectonic plates, kind of like a mountain's form, but if there's a magma, magma will shoot out. And most of them tend to be at the edge of plates. I don't know if you guys ever heard of the Ring of Fire. Those it's basically a ring of volcanoes because there's a lot of plate action going on there. So and most of them are active, going on like all the time. And this is the diagram of the simple volcano. As you guys can see, there's the magma chamber. Pressure builds up, it shoots off to the side. Not all volcanoes shoot off the top. There have been like some where they just blow off the side. This one is obviously secondary vent, crater, magma, ash, and all that. And then eruptions is basically the main danger that I wanted to talk about. Obviously caused by built-up pressure. When that happens, it's like a lot of molten hot magma shoots out, rock slides, magma flow, gases, ash, hot ash. It's pretty bad. And then the lava flows can be pretty devastating. Well, obviously, it's really hot, so if you get caught in that, ash, a lot of people, there have been cases where like whole towns have just been like mummified because of all the ash. It can be burned. There's a lot of side effects like earthquakes, avalanches, rock slides, tsunamis. A lot of things can be caused by eruptions. Yeah, and then stay away. Danger radius is roughly around 20 miles. And that's an example. I don't know if the people in the back can see it. Just in case. Good? Alright. The one I wanted to show you guys an example is this one basically. It's in Hawaii. Basically means long mountain. So it actually takes up about half the island of Hawaii. It's pretty big. It's roughly, I think it's 7 kilometers above sea level and 8 below. So I think the total height from its base is like 56,000 feet. So it is the world's largest volcano. Even though it's not. Get it? I didn't know what to do with the picture, so I just flipped it. Lots of facts on there. There's like 3 or 4 of them. World's largest. Yeah, and then I'll show you guys a diagram. Yeah, it's erupted 30. It's started getting well documented back in 1843. So then it's been 33 eruptions since then, but it's been erupting for millions of years. So this is a diagram of kind of how it looks like for Hawaii. As you can tell, it's pretty big. It takes up most of the island. And here's some safety tips. I think the first one, these are actually real safety tips. This is from the National Geographic site. I think the first one is like, I thought it was funny, but it's actually like the best one. Like, stay away from active volcanoes, honestly. If there's a volcano erupting, just stay away. It's very important. Just maximize that. Go to the next one. There's a lot of, basically, for example, like, you gotta have a lot of safety equipment. If it were to go off, like for example, like if there was a lot of ash and debris in the air, you gotta have like a damp cloth to make sure you don't breathe that in. Goggles so it doesn't get in your eyes. First aid kits, things like that. Radios so you can get news. If you're gonna stay indoors, you should evacuate if told to do so. But if you do decide to stay indoors, just close everything up so the ash doesn't get inside and basically you don't suffocate. The last one is the ash can damage car engines. If your car fails on you in the middle, you're pretty much gonna crash. So don't drive, but if necessary, maybe if you need to go to the hospital for whatever reason, try to keep it below 35. And that's pretty much it. Yeah. Any questions?
Well, give us your conclusion first, so we can clap up.
Oh, basically, if you follow these, you can hit it one more time. If you follow these steps, you should be pretty safe from volcanoes. Like I said, there are volcanoes in California. If they start going off, just don't go near them. And those are the only 2 languages I know. So, yeah.
Let's have a hand for Gustavo.